we're live.
Hello.
This is my friend Kyle from Touchstone. I'm Evi OMsGurl. This is my new Facebook account, the second one, because I'm in Facebook jail on my regular one. So what a nice way to just introduce this Facebook with Kyle. I'm trying to add it to the Facebook group Happy with Hemp 101, but I will do that later because today I really want to talk to Kyle about his testimony with his experience with CBD and the benefits. I'm still learning a lot about the benefits of using CBD and how it can help to reduce inflammation, how it can help with pain, and yeah, just make you feel calmer. That's where I like it a lot. So yeah, Kyle, you maybe you want to introduce yourself first. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Evi, I got to tell you, I've been super excited since we talked about this live a couple days ago. She asked if I would share my story and what CBD has done for me, and I'm super excited to share it because I absolutely am dumbfounded by where I'm at now because of choices I've made with this CBD. So thank you for having me. I really do truly appreciate it. I'll just jump into it. A little bit about my story. So,
yes, you too. Yeah.
I was in the restaurant industry. I was a bartender. I did some of the gig economy. I did Uber and some various bartending jobs around in a gig economy, which was a lot of fun because it meant I switched my office. My bar was different every day. I never knew where I was going at. Up until the pandemic that hit, my office was a spring training baseball game in Glendale, Arizona, which you probably haven't been there, but I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful place and gorgeous weather. You're overlooking mountains, and the smells, the sounds of everything at baseball was a beautiful office, and I loved it. And then the next day, gone. So in doing all that work, it was backbreaking. It was a lot of work. I've been doing it for a lot of years. I was really good at it, but it does take a toll on the body. Being a server, a bartender, even in the Uber car, like when you're driving, it hurts. I mean, it gets old. I'm 43 years old. So it was definitely putting a crunch on my body, my physical body. I would get home and literally as stiff as a board. My back was killing me, and it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. I'm a happy, fun, loving guy, but when I got home from work, I was just so much pain. I couldn't do anything. I was a couch potato. I was stuck on the couch, just hurting. That's all I was doing. It was just hurting. So I went to a couple of doctors to see what's going on. They did some ultrasounds, some x-rays, and did touch my back up and down, whatever. They had no idea what was going on. Nothing was broken, but they didn't know. I knew I was in pain, and their ultimate reply, their prescription to me. Actually, let me back up a little bit because this I think is super important. Is mostly important to me, but hopefully it's somebody that may be in a similar situation. I am now 5.5 years in recovery from alcohol. I was a blackout drunk nearly every single night. My day consisted of getting blackout drunk every night. So 5.5 years now. And when I first started, it was probably about 4 years into recovery, and my recovery meant everything to me. Without my recovery, I wouldn't be here. Plain and simple, I'd be dead. It is terrifying to look back on that my son could have found me on a floor one morning when he woke up. And it just kills me. So with that, when the doctors prescribed, they have the solution. They prescribed Oxycontin.
Wow.
Vicodin. Okay.
Wow.
So, right. so they're giving an alcoholic opioids.
Yeah.
And I think
go to a chiropractor or osteo or anything. They didn't say any of that.
Nothing. Just you're hurting. I don't know what it is. Here you go.
Right.
Take 2 of these, call me in the morning.
Right.
I was struggling. I really was, because my pain, but then there's the addictive factors of these opioids. Yeah. And I knew that could lead me right back down in the same path that I was before with alcohol. Yeah. No doubt in my mind that could have been, the solution could have been worse than whatever. So, my sweet mom, I know you've met my mom. She's a sweetheart, and she had ordered a bottle of the Calm CBD, the 750 milligram, and she brought it over for me to try for my back pain. And I'll be honest with you, a couple of days, I'm just kind of looking at the bottle like, whatever. Whatever. One day I took a dropper full. I was like, I'll try it. I didn't really notice anything. But I kept it up. The next night I took another one. By night three, I was ready to take it, because I knew that something was happening here. Hey. Something was going on here. Day 4 or 5, it alleviated, I'd say 90% of my back pain. Now there's still some soreness and whatever there. But probably a week and a half, 2 weeks into it, I was actually at a pain level that I could manage, I could deal with, and I could actually even mistakenly skip a day of taking the CBD and not be like, oh, my back is killing me, whatever. When I finally put those two together, that taking this CBD and my back pain being gone, when it finally clicked in my head that is working, my mind was just blown away that I am taking literally an organic, natural product that's not addictive, that I don't have to take every single day, and I can live my life.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It truly is.
So do you think that's part of the key? Because I've given it to one friend, a girlfriend. She had a totally different other story, but she's now actually on day 3, I think. But the first 2 days, she said she slept better, but the pain hadn't changed. So do you think that, because I haven't done enough research, I'm still learning, which is part of why I wanted to do this, that, I know it's good to reduce inflammation in general from the studies, but is it something like, I know as a nutritionist, something like bee pollen or something like iodine, where your body has to get used to it. So you start and then you kind of build your way up, and then it really kicks in. So if CBD was kind of like that for you, or like,
I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the ins and outs on it. I know I was in pain. I took the CBD. I'm not in pain.
Yeah.
That's the major thing for me.
Yeah.
And just
was where it really started, you said, right? Where you really noticed that significant difference of pain was kind of day 3 for you.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, in retrospect, it worked right away. Okay. But my mind wasn't associating the less pain with the CBD.
Okay.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
I knew once I took it, it's not like, putting these droppers under my tongue. All better. I knew it wasn't going to be like that. I knew it was a process. And since I've learned, what I've learned since then is that everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody's different. It'll work with somebody one way. Yeah. Maybe day 2, maybe day 1, or maybe day 7, 8, 10. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think the importance is having somebody continue trying it on a daily basis to get the maximum benefits out of it.
Yeah. And you're still just doing the 750, and that seems to be good.
I started on this. I started on the 750. I probably went through 3 or 4 months, on the 750. Then I ordered a bottle of the advanced, the full spectrum with the THC, and it worked too. It totally worked too. Just out for fun, just to kind of test my body, see where it was at. I went back down to the 750, and personally, I'm okay with the 750.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, that not saying anything bad about that 1500, the full spectrum. It's amazing stuff. It does amazing stuff. But what I needed for it wasn't necessary.
Yeah. And I know that you work out quite a bit. Do you find, because I've met a few people now that actually really like CBD to work out just because it relaxes you a little bit more, so you can kind of lift or do whatever, but you don't feel as sore, kind of the way magnesium would, but it's that, idea. Do you find that helps you too, or you don't really use it for that much?
It definitely does. It definitely does. When you work out hard and you have the sore, okay, I'm terrible about leg day. I actually post about leg day every once in a while because I only do it every once in a while. But when you do legs in a gym, you're wobbly for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Right, I guess, or wrong, whatever it was. The soreness goes away faster, absolutely faster with CBD. I will take it after a really good workout. I will take it right after.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. And have you shared it with anybody else at the gym that says any of the same stuff, or not really?
A couple. There's actually a bodybuilder lady who's getting, well, she's more into the detox rather than the it's there. People know. I've got customers with bad knees, with anxiety. And they're seeing amazing results, and it's just, I would say the one thing you gotta let people know is it's a process. It takes a little bit of time. It's going to give yourself a week. I think a week would be plenty of time. You'll know probably within 2 or 3 days. But it's just letting them know that it's not a take this, you're cured, hallelujah. You keep it going, and test it. You can't take too much of it.
Right.
You can take too little, but then all you gotta do is just up it up a little bit.
Right.
A little bit more.
Yeah, I think with natural, sometimes, like you said, it is a process, and that's what my friend was saying too, because she's on day 3. So she's like, well, let me, wait it out for the week and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a better alternative in general with medication, because it doesn't the liver supported and your nervous system supported, and just yeah. Well, thanks for sharing your story, because I want to get more of these stories, and I get to learn, and I learn a lot from people's experiences, and I'm having my own experiences too. Like, I find my concentration when I'm studying. I can just concentrate for longer periods of time.
Oh, absolutely.
To jump, all over the place. So this way I'm just like zoned in, right?
Yep. It's truly been a game changer for me. I was facing a path of couch potato-ness, and that's no way to live. Absolutely not. I am in a happy place now because of the CBD. The Calm CBD has changed my world, and I'm ready to tell the world about it.
That's amazing. Cool. Well, thank you so much. And thanks for everybody that joined on Facebook. And I'll see y'all soon.
Yep, my pleasure. Take care.
Take care. Bye, Kyle.